Okay, you tubulars. It's been a long time since I've done a dirty, and you guys have all gotten down and dirty with me, so I thought it was time to get dirty. I'm in my cigar shed, still cold as fuck outside, and my nephew was just in Florida and picked up my favorite, one of my favorite cigars. We have the short version of these in Communist Canada, but not these big ones, so the Toros, I guess you'd call them. So I got a big package here, international package, and I'm going to unbox it off camera unless you all want to get super dirty. Let me put this down. Hold on. Okay, I'll do it here. Whoa, there's a package and a package and a package. Sure, nothing in that. Here's the other package. So this actually came from the Perth Mint, and it's a numismatic play. So was it expensive? Yes. Was it? Oh, look. Yet another package. This is where all our trees are going. So I can open this one here. There's no invoice, I don't think. So this is what this is. This is the Australian Lunar Series 3 Year of the Horse. And let's pull it open. I haven't bought metals in a while, and there's a reason for that we'll get into. There's the packaging. Very nice. I don't even know how to get into this thing. Oh look, there we go. It's a bit frosted because it was sitting on my front step. So look at this first. So it comes with a little booklet. And this is number 3038. I believe there's only 7,000 of these. There could actually be less. Then here's the box inside again. It's like a pillow. Interesting. Oh yeah, here. So it's a cushion. It's going to get all smoky. And then the coin. Let's lift her out of this because nobody cares about the packaging. I mean, it is nice, but I don't care that much about it. It's a little bit frosted because of the... Come on, focus, you bastard. So it's the proof, thick. Get all the condensation out. I told you it's cold as fuck. Proof horse. Now this is the... It's been so long since I ordered this. It came all the way from Australia. I forgot anything. I actually kind of forgot I ordered it. It's the $1 coin. My buddy had the Year of the Horse. Shout out Niche. And he I saw that and I'm like, damn, that's nice. So I had to have this. I can't actually remember what I paid because I ordered this so long ago. So I'm gonna put it away so it doesn't get super smoky. Not that it matters that much, but everybody likes the pristine packaging. So we'll put it away. Oh, it's cool. It's a little magnetic box there. That's neat. I don't remember my buddies having that. Oh, we forgot to put the fucking thing in. So I think there are... Let me tell you how many mintage there are. There's 3,888, so way less than 7,000, like I thought. And I got 3,038. So there probably are not any more of these, to be honest. So I'm glad I got that. There's the boxes. So silver and gold have been up and down as we all expected. All of us who know anything at all about how the markets for the metals work. So I'm gonna leave this where you guys can see the box as I smoke and rant. So I thought that silver would have gone higher with what's happening in Iran, but I did want to talk about something else. You know, historically I have never trusted the banks, and I still don't trust the banks, but places like Wealthsimple and Questrade, who are not sponsoring this video at all, I wish, I want to talk to you guys about investing other ways too. And this is not financial advice by any means, but it is an observation I've had. You know, I looked at the metals prices in December 2025, which was only 3 months ago, and gold was like 4,500 US, give or take, and now it's sitting at 52 as of March 3rd, which is quite a big change in about 3 months, less than 3 months. But one thing that you got to forget, that you can forget, is the volatility. And yes, it has outperformed the S&P 500 and some of um, those other markets like the Nasdaq and Dow and other stocks. But you have to remember, when you are buying index funds or exchange traded funds, and you drip them, which is a dividend reinvestment plan, and you house them in one of your tax accounts, the compound growth, let alone any dividends in there, is exponential. So if I look at the metals, they're, in the last, few decades, there's been a few decades of flat metals. 2008 had an explosion, and currently there's an explosion, but in between that and before that, it was pretty flat. And if you had taken that same amount of money and stuck it in an index fund or an exchange traded fund, I would be hard pressed that you wouldn't have done better than if you had put it in metals, just because of that compounding effect that happens. So we have to remember that metals are not investments. They're savings account and wealth, but they're not necessarily wealth creation. And I think that our community has got so laser focused on it being a wealth creation and a tool to get wealthy, where I will tell you right now that I have made much more wealth in the market, and I skim those profits and can often get a lot of my lifestyle paid for as a result. There's a point where you make so much money that you don't have to work anymore. And with metals, that's a pretty unrealistic thing. And you're talking to a guy who absolutely loves gold and silver. I don't know what the future of markets is, but my advice, again, not financial advice, is that when there's market crashes, that's the best opportunity to buy. Maybe put your metals purchasing on hold for a little bit and focus, when the market's low, to buy some of those index fund and exchange traded funds. Now, personally, I wouldn't get too many individual stocks. I have done that, but day trading is not not a great way to build wealth. But an index fund in U.S. market or international market, or sitting in a registered account, can create quite a lot of money. If you average the year for S&P at 8 to 10% over the last 10 years, that's pretty good. I know metals have done higher than that, but if you add on the drips, the dividend reinvestments, it becomes a different story. And once you get over that $100,000 hump in those trading accounts, you really start to see the compound growth. So as good as metals are, I think they have their place, and I have tons of metals now. But I think right now, with where the prices are, for me personally, this is why you haven't seen many unboxings. I am utilizing my other investments and funding those at the moment, because those are somewhat of a bargain, and metals are super high right now. So I'm kind of switching it up. It doesn't mean I'm not buying metals again. It doesn't mean I'm not going to reach my goals. It just means that I'm reallocating funds to something that I think makes more sense in the moment. Even with silver's volatility, this morning it was at 94, and then last I looked, it went back down to 83. And this, trust me, index funds can do the same, exchange rate funds can do the same, but they have a little bit more protection based on, depends on the fund too, but generally because they have more than just one individual item. Like silver's just one thing in the market. An exchange traded fund could have a bit of Apple, a bit of Tesla, pharmaceutical stocks, currency, metals, mining, whatever else, right? So it's something to think about while metals are so high, and not just not be narrow-minded about how wealth is built. Again, not financial advice, but it has worked wonders for me, and it pays for these cigars and the metals as well. If you can use your dividends and skim profits or whatever, however you decide to do it, to buy your metals, you're essentially getting them for free. So it's something to think about, especially with the prices so high. I'm always going to buy metals. As you see, I just bought something pretty expensive there. But food for thought for the community. We can be a narrow-minded community sometimes, and I'm not insulting anyone. I'm including myself in this. I can be laser focused on one thing and forget about something else. So, diversification, not having fear, and having an open mind to think about other possibilities that are out there that can help fund your lifestyle in the future, I think are nothing but assets. So I'm calling it as it is. So it's good to be back here. It's probably a longer rant. I bet you most of you won't make it this far. It's good to see Tim back on the videos. I'm sure most of you, if you're in the Metals channel, watch Yankee. So it's good. I'm glad he's back at it. And we'll keep our thoughts with him too, so he can have a speedy recovery. And I'm glad he's going to take that one day off. Okay, YouTubers, see you in the next one.